this is Jay with Prepared Citizens. Today we're going to be talking about how I set up my vehicle. This is my 2006 4Runner, and we're going to start at the back, and I'm going to show you guys everything I keep with me on a day-to-day. What's up, guys? It's Jay with Prepared Citizens. I hope you're doing well. I hope this video finds you well, guys. Today we're going to be talking about things I keep with me in my vehicle and just kind of how I got it set up. There's nothing special. I don't drive anything extravagant. It's a 2006 4Runner. It looks pretty plain Jane from the outside. I like keeping a low profile, no gun stickers, anything like that. I'm not signaling to anyone that there's, stuff in here or whatever, which I recommend. But I'm just going to simply show you guys what I got in here and what I keep with me on a day-to-day, because I think this stuff's very important. I think some of this you really need to think about, especially if you got a family. A little background on me: I'm a former U.S. Army infantryman. I've done a lot of tactical training, medical training, things like that, and that's kind of where my experience and mindset comes from when talking about this stuff. I also am a very competent mechanic, if you will. I'm a certified Harley-Davidson technician, and I've got many years in wrenching on things. So as far as vehicle repairs on the fly, I'm pretty capable in that area as well, but which is also going to be the reason for some of this. So I'm just going to start from the top. First off, I always have one of these chairs because my kids play sports, and it's always nice to have a chair with you. Second up, I know some people may fuss or whatever. Umbrella in the back. I usually don't use an umbrella. This is for my ladies, and I leave it in the back because I will walk back here and get it for them if they need it. Let's start getting in a little bit funner stuff. So over here you'll see a big stack of blankets, and I mean all kinds of blankets. A bunch of blankets, because you cannot have too many blankets. This amount of blankets stays with me even in the summer. Even got a blanket for the little one's baby doll, because baby dolls get cold too. Got to be thinking of everyone when you have this kind of stuff, okay? We'll move over here. So in this bag right here, it's kind of a hint. It's got a radio made easy patch on it. This is my mobile radio setup. I will do a specific video on this mobile radio setup. I'm going to touch some base on it in here, but this ain't going to be a radio review, but I will show you how I set this up in here, because I think the way I do it is a pretty good way. Maybe not the best, but it works for what I do. This is my get home bag. This is something that usually stays with me. When I go in the house, it will typically go in the house with me. I always you always want to keep this bag on you, because it does have things you don't want getting into the wrong hands, such as my Kel-Tec Sub 2000. I've got food, I've got water, I've got snacks in here. This is an old kit, older kit I bought probably several years ago, North American Rescue. I keep extra mags in here. We got standard Glock 19 mag, and we got a fun stick. And see, the Kel-Tec runs it's a Glock 19 model, so it runs Glock 19 mags. That way, I have extra mags for my carry gun. You'll notice a single point sling. Why do I have a single point sling? Because I ain't going to do it, but with this thing folded up, it can sit inside my jacket folded up. And the single point sling for a gun like this works really well. Okay, I got a set mount on it. This is one of my designs. I got a tourniquet in here. I also have a light, because you never know, it could be dark. Who knows? But other than that, it's pretty simple. I'm definitely probably going to M-Carbo this thing out one day. And for those of you that know what that means, I guess you know. And in the main compartment, I got another full-size magazine. And I also got Extra Food by Nutrient Survival MRE thing. I forgot the name of it. It's left me right now, but it's their version of MRE. They're very good. Alright, let's get to the more heavy-duty stuff here. Now, you're going to notice in these two bags, this toolkit, there is a tie-down strap that goes through all the handles. Number one thing with this stuff is very heavy, what I'm about to show you. And in case of a rollover, I do not want this stuff flying through the vehicle and possibly hitting me, my wife, or one of my kids. That would be catastrophic. That would, even if you survive the roll, that could kill you. So this heavy stuff is tied down. So it is contained. It is not going to get away from us per se in a rollover, something like that. So let me go ahead and get this untied. Okay, we got it untied. Now we're going to go through everything. This one actually wasn't tied down. This is an old kit we've just been restocking for the vehicles. It's basically a boo-boo kit you get from Walmart. You should always have something like this. I like using my boo-boo bags when I'm like on the go or something to keep one in my pocket, or if we're at a game or something. You can't carry this around everywhere, but in your vehicle, you know, you should have a big kit. Big boo-boo kit. In the Husky bag is all my tie-down stuff. So all my straps. I got the ball that goes to the 4Runner for my trailer. I got the adapter for the 7-way to a 4-way plug, and bunch of tie-downs. Also, we got gloves. It's leather reinforced gloves because it sucks when it's cold like it is right now. Your hands and stuff will split wide open when doing man stuff. Also in here, it's kind of hard to get out because I've not used it in so long, but we got orange vest in here. In case you're on the side of the road, you need to put these on. You need to be seen. You do not want to get hit trying to work on something. And that's pretty much everything that's in that bag. Alright, moving on. Always have a good wheel stop. Alright, let's go ahead. This bag's pretty this box rather, self-explanatory. This is a very, very nice ratchet set. It's got wrenches, screwdrivers, got Torx in here. I've got everything I need to do pretty much anything I need to do on the side of the road to my 4Runner. So this thing has come in handy several times. No matter what, even when I had Jeeps, I've always kept this with me. No matter what vehicle is my personal vehicle, this has always been with me, and it works for about everything. Always invest in it. If you know how to use tools, invest in a good toolkit to keep in your vehicle, or custom build you one. I'm probably eventually going to get an SOE tool bag. Those things are expensive, but I'm going to get one day, and probably all my tools are going to go in that. My wrenches are going to go in one of their wrench rolls. Keep everything a little bit nicer, neater, I guess. Moving on, we got a 4-way, because that'll probably be the most common thing you use. This is in the Smittybilt bag here. This is all recovery tools. This is everything you'll need to get out of a bad situation. In the recovery kit, I got a tree strap, which is super handy. I got a toe strap, which is extra handy as well. I also have a recovery chain and a snatch block. If you don't know what one of these are, I need to learn. And also another pair of gloves. So I have a pair of gloves in each of my bags. It's very important when you're packing this stuff out keeping your straps and whatnot in order. Like every time I've used these, which as you can tell has only been a handful of times, but take the time, roll it all the way out, and neatly pack everything and roll everything back up. It just makes life easier when you need it, because when you need it, it's never perfect conditions, it's never good weather. It's sometimes raining, it's sometimes dark, and sometimes cold. So keep the stuff in order, take the time to keep it in a neat and orderly fashion. And that's everything that's in the back. So I'm going to get all this stuff loaded back up the way I had it, and then we'll move to the front of the vehicle where I'm going to show you the mobile radio setup and how I do it. Alright guys, this is the inside of the 4Runner. I keep it very low profile in here. Nothing from the outside looking in will tell anyone that I have a radio in here. Maybe if someone knows what they're looking at, this is the speaker mic mount for my mobile radio. And then up here I got a piece of Velcro, which, could be for anything. I may like just putting patches up there. But I'm going to put you guys outside looking in. That way I can show you how I set my mobile radio up in here. Alright guys, so first things first, I get my handy dandy Radio Made Easy SOE tool bag light that I keep everything in. First thing I get out of here, crazy. So this thing right here, I sell these on the website. This is a vehicle mount. This is a magnetic vehicle mount by Signal Stuff. They make very good stuff. It's USA made, made in Utah. I sell this on my website. Pick one up if you want. So this is all BNC connection. As I've said in a lot of my radio videos, convert everything to BNC if you're kind of a Minuteman. Okay, if you're a radio dude and wanting specific stuff, that's a different application of what I'm talking about. Everything I do is from a Minuteman prepared citizen standpoint, so take it or leave it. So anyway, what we're going to do here is I'm going to put this on top of the 4Runner. Now I'm going to route the lines through here. I route it under my luggage rack, and before I get going, before I get too far into this, I'm going to show you guys, take my signal stick antenna. This is just like what comes in the premium radio kits. It's a BNC adapter or BNC antenna. It goes right on top, right there. So this is going to go on top of the 4Runner. It does not stick out or whatever very bad. It's very low profile. This, it is not going to hurt to close your door on this. I just run this right in here. I run it behind my seat, down the side of my seat, and this thing is not in the way whatsoever. So I take this excess, this roll right here, and I just tuck it down in the seat. And then I leave a little bit out, and this is what's going to go to the mobile radio. And I'm going to put you guys inside the 4Runner so you can see how I hook that up. Well, hello, I didn't see you back there. Welcome aboard. So now that we're in the Prepared Citizen 4Runner, I'm going to go over how to set the radio up. So I got my mobile radio out of the bag. I'm going to put the bag in the floor for now. So here is my mobile radio. Nothing special to it. What you're hearing down there is my speaker mic. Nothing special. I got the base on it, and on this base is Velcro. So you guessed it. That's where that's going to go. It's a very simple Velcro stick. Hook that up. Got my speaker mic in. My power is going to come over here. I got my 12 volt over here. Now, once it's all hooked up, it does look kind of wonky. And my antenna cord that I ran a while ago, we're just going to plug it in. And now we got that hooked up. We can tuck any excess and keep it as kind of low key as we can. Again, this is not probably the perfect setup, but this is what I've been using for a while, and it works for me. It works for my Minuteman stuff. And we'll go ahead and turn the 4Runner, get it on. And I got it all custom programmed. It says Prepared Citizens when it comes on. That's really cool. Hopefully the 4Runner, I don't think it should be too loud for the video, but you can scan 4 channels at once, and this thing is really, really handy. Another key thing, I have my handheld radio and this all programmed the same, meaning all the channels, the channel numbers all line up. This is something that's totally up to you. You don't have to, but the reason for me is because not only this radio, but my family's handheld radios as well, all the channels line up. So if I need one of them to go to a certain channel, we're all the same. Okay, I could say all of us go to channel 50, which is typically our family channel. It's got tones on it and things. No, it's not completely private, but it's our channel and no one else can chime into it. So it's really nice. Another thing to consider is this is now a 25. Now I'm using a 25 watt radio versus the standard, 5 to 10 watt, depending on what model you got. Typically about 5 watts, so for a handheld. So you're usually not going to see much of a increase in distance or anything like that when you're going from, say, 5 to 8 or 5 to 10. But anytime you double or triple your wattage, you do start seeing a little bit of an increase there. And we can go ahead, I don't know if anything's going on right now, but we can go ahead and scan, see if there's anything, see if we pick up anything. Don't hear anything really, but there was something on the MERS channel there. There's the Marine Emergency channel. Sometimes if you're close to water or parks or something, you'll hear stuff out of those. And this thing is just scanning through. We're just seeing if anything's out there. Nothing on the repeaters that I usually listen to. Holy cow, that one's a long ways away. It's not going to get a good signal on that one. But yeah, guys, you get it. This is a really cool setup. Something good to have. That's the local tactical law channel. Somebody's hitting their button. But yeah, guys, it's really cool to have this setup. This is not an expensive setup, but it's a setup that works. We'll just go back to channel 1, quit scanning. But guys, that's it. That's kind of, oh yeah, one more thing that's really important. You should always, I keep right here in my seat, so road maps. I don't know how many of you still keep road maps. These, Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama, these are the states that I'm normally in at all times. If we go on vacation, I probably need to get one for Florida too when we go down there, but these are typically the states we're in. So road maps, having road maps and able to read a road map is very, very important. These are all already laminated. These are very detailed. So guys, in case power goes out, you can still navigate. If times are good, if SHTF hasn't happened, you can still navigate with just road maps. These are, and you can orient your direction using a road map very easily. So something always to think about is keeping road maps in your vehicle. And last but not least, fingernail clippers. Guys, I can't tell you enough. Fingernail clippers. I cannot stand getting one of my nails ripped back or something like that, not having a proper tool to fix it because that's very painful. That about does it. We'll head into the office because it's really cold out here, and we'll give our final thoughts on everything, okay? Appreciate y'all coming in here with me. Alright guys, we're back inside. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It just hit me when I got all the camera stuff back in. I forgot to show you guys the most important part. What I keep in my center console, an FVAC. Guys, pick up an FVAC. This is an older one, but it still works nonetheless. If you get a brand new one, you're going to have one much cooler than mine, with a lot cooler, niftier gear in it. But and the only difference, I keep a seatbelt cutter on the outside of mine, since I keep it in that center console in case of a rollover. If I'm in the passenger or driver side, I can get to it. Guys, I hope that helps. I really do. Let me know if I missed anything, and let me know if this actually helped you, gave you some ideas or anything like that. I'm very curious to know if it did help anybody out there, so I would appreciate that if you'd let me know that. Guys, hey, please support the channel and subscribe to the channel, comment, like, all that good stuff, share. If you really want to support the channel, go to preparedcitizenstg.com, pick you up an FVAC, a medical kit, or a pre-programmed radio. Our new premium UV5R kits are very cool because they come with the extended battery that is USB-C rechargeable, which is a big deal to me and a lot of guys I work with. So, guys, yeah, I really appreciate every one of you, and really thank you for watching this far. That means a lot to me. And guys, that about does it for me. Just remember to be an asset to those around you, not a liability. And I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.